Hey, this is McGarren Flack. Welcome to 2D Design, Creating Dots. This assignment is relatively quick and easy. Just going to show you some of the basics on here. So what we need to first do is go to File. Going to open up a new thing. Going to set it to inches, 4 inches wide, 4 inches high, 72 dpi, so it's not too big. Click OK. Now we have our nice little section here that we're viewing. And we want to create a frame in here so that we can put our text outside of the frame. So you go up to this little marquee box here, click on it, hold your button down, go to rectangular marquee, and if you hold shift and drag as you're clicking, it will make a perfect square. If you let go of the shift, it'll go wherever you're dragging your actual arrow pointer. So, gonna find where a good framing area is. That looks pretty good to me. After that's been selected, you go up to Edit and Stroke. And this will make a stroke for where the marquee is currently located. I'm setting the width at 4 pixels, centering it, normal, opacity 100%, and the color is black. You can click in the color and select whatever color you really want, but for this assignment, you need to select black. Click OK, and it highlights everything. Well, it draws the marquee. To get rid of the little dotted marquee, you can just click outside of the marquee and it will get rid of it. So, also this, you can do this in Photoshop Elements. This is Photoshop CS5. You can also do it in GIMP. They just might be a little bit different on where you actually find the commands. So once we have our nice little box created, we can create our first little dot. So go back up to this marquee, go to the elliptical marquee tool, highlight it, make sure it's ellipse. Before we actually create the ellipse, we want to go to layers and we want to create a layer. There's a little icon down here that has a square and a little square that looks like it's lifting up. Click on that and it creates another layer. Double click in there and name it dot 1 if you want to. Make sure that it's highlighted so that you're not on the background. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back here. We have the circle marquee, hold shift down and drag it across to make a circle. Let go of both of them. Now you have this perfect little circle. And what we're going to go do now is go to Edit, Fill, because we want to make it a solid thing. Make sure that it's black. There's a lot of different options here. Go to black, normal, 100% opacity, click OK. Oh no, there's the marquee. How do we get rid of it? Click outside of the marquee and you got rid of it. So if we want to take this dot and move it around, we just go to this Move tool, click up here, and you can click anywhere on this layer. Click, hold it down, and you can move it around wherever you want. We'll put it up there in the corner, and we will do Control A, which highlights the whole entire panel, the 4x4 inch panel. You can do Control Copy. When you copy, it only copies the layer that you have highlighted. So it will copy that one dot that's on that layer. Now if I do Control V, as in Victor, or also you could go to Edit, Paste, that's Control V. Now I have another dot. I can move that dot around. If I do Control V again, I can move another dot. Control V, another dot, Control V, another dot. Look at all these little dots that I'm creating. All right, let's say that I'm okay with that pattern, but I need to get a different size circle. So I just go back up to the marquee tool, create a new layer. This is layer 6, gonna name it dot 2. How nice. Press shift, so it'll make a perfect circle. Pull it, make it medium size. That's pretty good. Then go back to Edit, Fill, Black, click outside of it. Now you have a great circle. Because I'm selected on that, I can do Control A, copies the whole thing. Control C, it actually copies just that one section on that layer. And then Control V, which will give me another circle. I'm going to move there, Control V, move another one there, Control V, move another one there, Control V. Let's have those guys touching. All right. So you will hopefully continue to make different circles at different sizes and kind of, you don't have to fill the area, but I'd like you to put a little bit more circles in there than I actually have. Let's say that we've liked this, we finished it, we love the composition. I can click on any layer and I can move or adjust anything that I want, any circle that I want. Oh, I want to move that closer. Okay, so I really like that composition now. So I click on this text button and go down to the bottom. Make sure that I'm selected at the top here. Go down to the bottom, click on it. It'll create a new layer. That's the text layer. Let's name this one with an adjective of excited. So once excited is selected, I can click anywhere inside of this and correct my spelling if I need to. If I go outside of the text box, it turns into the moving tool, and I can click and hold down and move this anywhere I want. If I want to change the text, I can go up to here, changing my text. I can change the type of font. I can even change the size of the font, sharp, and even the color of the text. But once I've selected that, excited, it's good, you can press enter and it will make it a part of your image. So now we go to File and Save As. All of the assignments are going to be saved as a JPEG. So go down to JPEG, see it says Format, JPEG, and we will name this one Excited. We'll save it. This comes up. How big of a JPEG do you want to save it? That sounds good to me. Click OK, and now it is saved. Now, as soon as you save it as a JPEG, you can no longer move the layers. It is locked down. So you might want to save a Photoshop document. It'll keep the layers separate so that you can use it at a later time. But as far as the JPEG goes, I need you now to submit this. For grading, you need to do 6 of these compositions, each one of them different with a different adjective describing the composition. So let me know if you have any questions. Email me or chat with me on Canvas. Remember, have fun.